Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is another quick prep video for Dragons of Icespire Peak. Right now we're looking at Tabletop Simulator. If you haven't looked at this before, I encourage you to look at it. And don't be intimidated by it. It's a very simple program to use, even if you're playing locally, which is what I choose to do. I do not play online. And I use this attached to a 55-inch television, and I move the tokens and the enemies and everything. That's how I kind of do it. But I am prepping right now for Dragons of Icespire Peak, and this is some of the stuff I've got set up. And I just want to show you just real quick some things, so you don't have to be intimidated by it in case you're thinking about this. You can keep things extremely simple. You don't have to worry about building out 3D maps and all this kind of stuff. But as you can see here, I've broken down Rise of Tiamat, Horde of the Dragon Queen maps, Star Wars maps, Workshop. You can break things down to folders. Let's go to Dragonspire. These are the ones I've got all finished. Let's start with the first one here, probably the most useful one in here. This is the Phandalin map. As you can see here, we can zoom all the way in here. I'm going to have tokens down where people can kind of tell me where they're going. So if we're over here, if we're over here, we're over here, those kinds of things. This will be up on a 55-inch television, and I probably won't have these extra menu items there, menu icons. And you know, from here they could tell me where they want to go and where they want to travel. So very, very useful map. As you can see, simple, straightforward, nothing else added to this. And that's how I really want to run this adventure. Now let's look at another map. The next one here, I just want to show a little thing you could do. Here's excavation. Got it. Thank you. The Dwarven excavation. This is Fog of War, so tokens would remove this Fog of War. But let's go ahead and take all this off. There we go. As you can see here, the only thing I did here was just add some mountains and some rocks and a little bit of like rubble here. And that's it. Like, this took, you know, 20 minutes to do. And you can see some atmosphere of the clouds here. I don't know if I said that or not, but you could, if you pull out, you can kind of see all that stuff there. And then, of course, you can go in and change lighting. Let's say they want to do it at night. Well, let's see. I think that's, yep, that's Nightmare. That's kind of close. Night Glow, Nightmare. Yeah, I think they've changed the, there it is, Nightfall. There you go, 46, okay. So you can change the lighting. That's all, you know, you can do that for any map, all the maps, it doesn't matter at all. You know, you don't have to get too crazy. This is just a little bit of embellishment, and it kind of changes the feel of the map, right? It feels really good. It looks kind of cool. People will be impressed by it, but it took 30 minutes, right? So most of my maps are like that. They're actually, very few are actually like this. I mean, they're just very simple and straightforward. I want to keep this map, this adventure, not keeping me up at night trying to prep, keep things very, very simple. Let's look at this one here, Tower Storms, still being worked on, but I'm just going to stick here with a 2D map. Out here I have the ocean as a backdrop, and as you can see here, I've got some effects with rain. I haven't messed with the lighting or anything like that, but there's so many things I could add, and here I'm still kind of building things. So there's the prop bags out here. But if you've ever thought about getting this program and you're like, okay, well, I can't do the 3D stuff, I don't know how to do it, you don't have to do it. If you have the maps, you can throw simple 2D maps down on a table, and that's it. This is, you know, that's all that's here is this thing. And like I said, at least I hope I said in this video, I move all the tokens, the enemy tokens, the hero tokens. It's no big deal. It doesn't take up any more or less time. Matter of fact, I would argue it's faster to have one person in charge of the tokens instead of everybody kind of fumbling through, or even people standing up at the table trying to move their minis around. This really makes things very simple. So again, I play locally. This will be on a 55-inch television. The television will be very close to us. Everybody looks up and says, hey, I want to move from, you know, here to here. And that's where I move them. That's pretty much it. So in my prep for Dragons of Icespire Peak, I'm just taking these maps and putting them in. Every once in a while I might embellish one or two. I'm going to try one in a new software package called Icespire. You can find that video on my channel. It's a new software package that has come out that's very, very 3D, a little more involved. I want to do at least one map with that, but for the most part I just want to keep things simple. So if you ever thought about this and you wanted to use it, but you wanted to keep things pretty straightforward, you can do this and you can have a good time with it. Just check it out. There's all kinds of maps on my channel too that has, you know, all kinds of different builds that I've done, especially for Rise of Tiamat and the Horde of the Dragon Queen. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.